Hey, peace. What's going on, guys? Quick message for you guys. Quick message. Let me give it 60 seconds. Make my message and get this up. All right. Hope everybody's enjoying Thursday. Hope everybody's enjoying Jupiter Day. We got to learn something today. We got to spiritually expand, even if it's just a little bit. All right. The shade of Avatar, B-Moon Goddess, Bonnie Botanical. Y'all make sure y'all tap into Bonnie Botanical, man. She's not playing with y'all. She's giving some gems with some passion behind it, helping y'all deal with y'all regimen, all right? Helping y'all deal with y'all vessel. Learn how to take care of it. Velvet Weekends, Cha-Chi, Golden Confucius. I told you every time you tap in, I'm gonna give you the bow. Jigo Mary, Shady Shells. We got Shady Shells. We got the Guru in the building. Stone Cold Sagittarian Soul. All right. K8107. Kem. Chance the Chosen. Felicia 5. All right. Definitely. Plus, it's my day off. It's got a lot done. All right. Shayna V Picks. Okay. S Goody. I'm in the middle of a lot. I didn't even plan to go live real quick, but I really got to just tell y'all something. I just got to get this up off my chest. All right. The Sabrina 444. Deanna, I see you. So look, guys, I was just on Hood Healer Live, you feel me? Every time Hood Healer go live, 1,000 of y'all send me that shit. You feel me? I was just on Hood Healer Live, and today she talking about the Matrix and everything, right? She talking about the Matrix, she talking about sovereignty and whatnot. And, once again, we came into this week when I was telling y'all how, transformative this week could be. I was telling y'all how transformative this month could be, right? And I wanted y'all to understand that so you can understand what side you're about to pick. Okay? We're being forced to pick sides. And when I say pick sides, it's either you're fighting for your individuality or you're fighting for the system. Now, some people are picking sides subconsciously. All right? Some people already have strong spirits. And no matter what goes on in the external realm, they're going to easily, naturally pick fighting for their individuality. Some people may have allowed themselves to get into certain programs, certain indoctrinations, into this matrix, into this, American system, whatever you want to call it, whether it's your career, whether it's your job, whether it's your family living situation is, heavily involved within the system. And now when we talking about this V word thing, there's really people hitting me up and other teachers that's talking about it, bashing the fuck out this shit, and y'all making us kind of feel crazy because they're putting y'all in a position where y'all have to pick your career, your job, and all of that shit. When you got to understand, you feel me, that shit was forced upon you in the first place. Okay? We all have gifts and powers. Every single individual. Okay? Some of y'all know that Jay-Z interview when, I forgot what the question is somebody asked him, but he basically replied to a question saying, I'm not a genius. I believe everybody has a genius level in them that they could tap into. This is why I have a passion for talking about astrology. This is why I have a passion for doing readings, because I love being able to help light that spark. I love being able to help see if I could help turn that light bulb on for somebody to see something within themselves that they couldn't see before. And sometimes we all need that spiritual push. I've definitely needed it at certain times in my life, you feel me? And I may continue to need it from another individual at times, all right? But listen, I don't need nobody here thinking that they can't work themselves out of their situation. If there's a will, there's a way. A lot of the time, universe and God places you in certain situations for you to feel like your back is against a wall, to tap you into your power. A lot of people don't be noticing how powerful they are until their back is against the wall. And that's kind of something we want to prevent. We don't want to wait to get to them situations where our back is against the wall and then we just unleash some shit and then we like, oh shit, I didn't know I had that in me. Oh shit, I didn't know I could take the leap of faith or make sacrifices to invest in myself and not have to depend on Bob, George, or Henry to give me my paycheck. You feel me? So when I'm so passionate expressing certain things about how I personally, individually live my life, is because it ain't easy to be an outlaw. It ain't easy to just, sacrifice certain things that your family was trying to get you to do, that your parents was trying to get you to do, for you to build your entrepreneurship, for you to build your sovereignty, for you to start learning how to provide for your damn self. That shit is not easy. A lot of us, including me, came into certain family scenarios, came into certain environments where that shit wasn't even, don't even think about you going to do your own thing. You're going to school, you're going to get these degrees, you feel me? You're going to do this, that, and the third. You're going to work for the family business. A lot of us came into that situation. So by the time we 18, 19, 20, we damn near, it's hard for us to start thinking for our fucking selves. You feel me? So it's like I'm over here working on a couple of things. I see Amani jump on live, you feel me? And it's like I was praying that she fucking I was praying that she fucking tapped me in to connect with her on the fucking live. But it's just like, you feel me? I wasn't even planning to go on live, but it's like I just gotta get that energy out, that message out. This whole week, listen, I'm a Libra. We could be very scattered ourselves with air. We could be very scattered, unorganized, okay? So that's why when I see an air sign that's really organized, I know they're working in higher energies. I'm like, okay, they evolving right now. They're not letting their air be all over the place. But with that being said, if y'all haven't noticed this week, there's a certain energy foundation behind my post right now. And a lot of it is dealing with individuality. I told y'all today, normalize saying no. And normalize telling people that you don't fuck with, that you don't fuck with them. Why? Because you're exercising a muscle when you do that. Not every muscle we have is a physical muscle. You're exercising a spiritual muscle. You may have been programmed your whole life to align with certain things. Okay? So when you start to get in the habit of saying no to things, when you start getting in the habit of telling a motherfucker like, nah, I'm good. I don't feel like coming just because the way my energy is set up. Or nah, I don't feel like doing that just because this, that, and the third. Or no, and I actually don't have to explain myself right now. You in the gym right now. You exercising that muscle. You exercising that no muscle like a motherfucker. And what that does, it starts creating a filtering system for you. It starts creating a filtering system that when the external energies, when the quote unquote powers that be, when they start trying to throw things on you, you've been in the gym. You've been in the gym working that no muscle out. You feel me? So you naturally, you don't even realize how you subconsciously, you plugging yourself more out the matrix. You're subconsciously detaching from things that's been thrown on you your whole life. You're helping find your individuality. So it's really hard to get to that point sometimes when we don't understand how to say no. When we don't, and the thing behind saying no is, when you say no to certain things, you don't always know what that result is after that. There may not be no security after that. In your head, you may not see security when a relationship ends. You may not see no security in your love life after a relationship ends. You may not see no security in how you could provide for yourself after you tell your boss you're not doing this, that, and the third, and you know there's a potential to get fired. But who do you have more faith in? The system or God, universe, and yourself? That's what we got to understand. We have to subconsciously understand where we even put in our faith at in the first place. You know, a lot of us talk about celebrities selling their soul. We sell our soul every fucking day. We sell our soul every fucking day. Y'all be seeing me drink Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I'm selling my fucking soul to Dunkin' Donuts. You feel me? And that became a fucking bad habit of mine. You feel me? I was just having a conversation with somebody today. That's why I was dying laughing when I seen Imani tweet this morning, because I don't even be drinking at this point. I don't even be drinking coffee to feel like I need energy to be up. I just got fucking the taste of it, and I'm like, nah, they be fucking these lattes up. I don't need all that fucking sugar in my system. So on a micro to a macro level, we can just get indoctrinated in so many different type of ways in this fucking system that we spiritually signed up to come in. But you brought gifts coming here. You brought some power coming here. It's just that the first 18, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 years of your life, you may have been a little blind to it. You've been dealing with so many situations in school, with your family, with your environment that's been trying to, make sure every time you see a little bit of your gift is like, nah, pull her away from that. pull him away from that. Like, they don't need to see that right now. They don't need to see their light and then start trying to start influencing us to see our light. So, you know, just when you, yeah, right. Just when I'm learning what the fuck, how to order my coffee, I gotta, just when I'm learning how to order coffee, I gotta go into the new moon, leaving this shit in the past. So y'all ain't gonna be seeing this shit after the new moon. Listen, man, I had my last one today, man. It hurt a little bit. I was just starting to build a little relationship with them goddamn lattes and that caramel swirl. I ain't gonna lie, that bitch be busting. All right. But listen, y'all, I really want y'all to get more familiar with exercising your no muscle. It's such an important muscle to have. It's such an important muscle to be strong, right? And we're tested because a lot of that nose is gonna be with your loved ones. A lot of them nose is gonna be in the career field, and then that's when you gotta dig deep and ask God and look in the mirror, ask your damn self, talk to your spirit, and be like, yo, I know I got something else I could work. I know I got something else that I could stand on. I know there's a service I could create. I know there's something I could put out in the world to make people want to connect with me. It has to be. But once again, we just be running every time we start. For a lot of us, every time we start paying attention to that thought, that feeling, we run from it a little bit based off of our past experiences. Listen, I connect with gifted people every day. Part of my job is helping the gifted know that they're gifted. Okay? That's basically what my career is. Helping the gifted understand that they gifted. So a lot of us has been here before. A lot of us has been here. A lot of us is still working through it. Okay. A lot of us a lot of us ponder on the very feeling and thought of things that we're supposed to be doing, and we get scary with it. You feel me? That shit makes us nervous. We jump into some North Node energy, some North Node feelings. We start feeling like it's unfamiliar, it's nervous, it's scary, right? That's when you know you're on to something, guys. That's the cheat code of understanding when you're on to something. When you see that potential, when you keep having the potential of something bully you, you keep having that influence, that thought, that idea, that daydream bully you, but every time you ponder on it, it makes you feel nervous. It makes you feel a little scary. That's when you know you on to something. So you got to start putting more light on that. You got to start putting more feeling on that, more emotion on that. And by the time you know it, the more something dominates your mind and dominates your heart, the vessel got no choice but to follow it up. But you can't be running from them ideas. You can't be running from them thoughts. Guys, as astrologers, as astrologers, you know, there is some astrologers out there that's psychic as hell. You feel me? But overall, what most of us is really doing is shining a light on feelings y'all already had, on thoughts y'all already have, on influences y'all already have, letting y'all know y'all not crazy. No, you signed up this, you designed these energies for yourself to be thinking about doing this for career, this, that, and the third. That's why you think like that. That's why you feel like that. That's why you daydream about that so much. That's why a lot of your life been pushing you to deal with that. You feel me? I do career consultations all the fucking time. That's probably the reading I get booked for the most. And 95% of my career consultations, people are like, damn, Boro. And people be silent in my reading. People be silent, just letting me out. Because I tell them in the beginning, like, yo, you've been tapped in enough to see how I teach. You know I'm just going to go. So you can interrupt me if you need to, but I just go. So people just be letting me go. And when at the career consultations, people be like, damn, you know, you just said everything I've been wanting to do. You designed this for yourself already. You set up these influences for yourself already. You did things in your past life to bring certain powers and gifts here already. Emmy, I'm going to have to book you for everything. No, Emmy, you got the... this is what I just mentioned the other day, too. If you booked a 2-hour reading, guys, that's covering everything. Career, twin flame love potential, aspects. That covers everything. So y'all don't need to book multiple readings if you got the 2-hour reading. We get into all of that in the 2-hour reading, all right? But, Yeah, guys. So another thing that sparked me wanting to get on and emphasize the things I've been posting today this week is because a dear follower of mine, one of my past clients, a supporter, you feel me? She DM'd me and said, Boro, like, I'm not saying that. All right. I really want to read this shit word for word. Honestly, a lot of what you're saying is completely true, but everyone's spiritual journey is different. How long have you been in your journey to be where you are now? ? A lot of people are not lucky enough to have their own business, not to worry about. She just started typing right now. Not to worry about doing things that, and spirit been aligning like crazy lately. A lot of y'all be coming in my lives like, damn, Bora, I was waiting for the 9th house. I came in the live right in the 9th house. But let me just finish this. How long have you been on your journey to be where you are at now? A lot of people are not lucky enough to have their own business, not to worry about doing things that they don't want to. Most people have to worry about so many things like paying rent, healthcare, school, food, kids that rely on them. True. Very fucking true, right? For some, many people it's mandatory for their jobs. It's so sad because they could lose so much if they don't get it. That is very key. Maybe for people that don't have no one that depends on them, it's a clear and easy choice. As you know, life is not all black or white. There's always a gray area. Well, we're taught to think there's a gray area. For your information, myself and most of my family will not be getting a shot, but everyone's journey or life situation is different. To be able to choose freely without having financial problems that can affect the whole household. Just for a second, put yourself in their shoes, even if you're on the other side. Much love, blank. Now, this is my response to that. All right. Vanilla Gal, I don't know if you see my story. I seen your post today. I seen your comment in Imani's live. I appreciate that because this is what we've been talking about the whole week. You know, all the astrologers, we all know what time it is. Like, we know what time it is. So we're not at a long board meeting table talking about what we're going to be posting about today. But this is what it is. Ain't nothing else to be talking about. So I seen that comment. But this was my reply. This was my reply to that comment, okay? I understand, but is it fair that those have to be forced? Is it fair that those have to be forced to take it? ? That's all I'm saying. I'm fighting for human rights and those who are being taken advantage of. It's people that can't see that, and I don't know what to say. If people can't see that, I don't know what to say. I know you're coming from a positive heart space, but so am I. This is the issue. The issue is we're paying attention to too much that's going on in the external realm, and they're trying to put y'all backs against the wall. They're using your careers, your children, your kids. They're using that shit against y'all. So now, when we receive messages like this, when the people that is trying to enlighten others, spread the message, we have to deal with messages like this. This takes more of our energy. This drains more of our energy when we just trying to get people to take that leap of fucking faith. A lot of y'all, listen, nobody in this fucking chat can tell me a time they took a leap of faith in some shit and God didn't have your back. Or you didn't at least learn how to deal with your situation after that. That doesn't happen. That does not happen. Why do we watch so many films and movies or love to hear about our favorite artists come up and their sacrifices? Because we deep down our spirit knows that's what it takes to get places. Leaps of fucking faith. Jumping without knowing how you about to land. Telling your children it's going to be fucking okay, and you don't fucking know if it's going to be okay. But all you could do is set that affirmation and put it in the air. So, I don't have kids. Nobody pays me. You feel me? You know, I'm not waiting for a check. I don't have a job. I don't have a boss. That was a leap of faith in its fucking own. That was a leap of faith in its fucking own. You feel me? So, this is just to emphasize to everybody, we can't stop fighting the battle just because they're using the things in reality against you. That cannot be what makes us quit. That cannot be what makes us say, all right, fuck it. So I ain't joking when I'm saying, guys, you need to get more in tune with God and spirituality. I'm not joking. I don't mean it in the light cliche way when I'm saying, guys, learn how to do some protection spells. This is real shit. This is real shit. Learn to take a leap of faith by starting to take time to even focus on what is it that you could do from a creative, individual level to provide for yourself. Ain't nobody, a lot of us ain't gonna figure that shit out overnight. But are you even putting effort to try? Are you even having a conversation with yourself about it? Some people are not even having a conversation with themselves. Some people are not looking in the mirror to be like, all right, all right. Okay, I'm creative here. I'm artistic here. I have this knowledge and wisdom here. Or I've been doing this my whole life over here. I have the experience here. First, you got to be able to do that. You have to be able to do that first. Then second, you have to understand that it don't matter how much people are doing the things you feel like you could do. You could easily be another one doing that. A lot of y'all are teaching things right now. A lot of y'all have inspirations to do all type of things in a creative field. How much rappers look at music today. Look at hip hop. How many times do y'all see an ad of an artist, a motherfucker you never heard before? You like, oh shit, this song kind of bump, and you go on their page, they got 300K, 400K, 500K. You like, who the fuck is this? There ain't no such thing as saturation. You can always work your motherfucking gift into something. Period. And then y'all need to understand that there's gonna be a reason why people want to connect with you. Period. You feel me? So, obviously by what I'm doing now, y'all could see my passion for teaching and astrology. What was me looking at all the astrologers that I used to pretty much learn from, study from, or just looking at all the astrologers that's like, damn, this person, everybody just watches this person on YouTube and on Instagram. What was that going to do to help my journey? Nothing. So that's why I tell y'all, y'all got to start learning how to get, when I talk about detachment and solitude, y'all got to jump into the extreme of that energy sometimes. Like, you got to learn how to block the world out when you're working on your shit. Because it ain't going to really help you comparing and contrasting yourself at all. You not dumb. You may be in the same community, you may be in the same industry, but you not dumb. They doing what the fuck they got to do. You doing what you got to do. We all got 12 houses. I never did a chart and seen somebody with an extra house, a 13, 14th house. We all got 12 houses. So we all dealing with some of the same energies by default. You just gonna have your different way of pushing it out. There's some people saying exactly what I'm saying now. Y'all on my live. Y'all may connect with me. So everybody's gonna attract what they attract, guys. Y'all cannot be half-stepping and hesitating with the things y'all want to do with y'all lives. What did you jump in the body for? What did you jump in the body for in the first place, guys? You feel me? So, as this week goes on, as we move into this new moon, y'all, that leap of faith energy ain't no fucking joke this Sunday. Excuse me. The new moon energy that we getting ready for this Sunday, that shit ain't no fucking joke. The powers that be could do whatever the fuck they want to do. They could use these alignments however the fuck they want to use them. We're doing the same thing they doing. We using these shits for ourselves too. Just like how they want to use a new moon week to implement all this bullshit at NYC, all these fear-mongering tactics. Somebody just sent me a fucking video with some lady talking about Somebody just sent me a video of some lady talking about this is not a good time to have conversations. She's doing a press conference. I don't know what city, what country, whatever. She's like, this is not the time to be having a conversation, guys. Even if you have a mask on, try to limit your conversation. I'm like, nah. I'm like, no. I'm like, yo, it's scary for people to look at this and not understand there's no problem with this. What the fuck is the point of a mask in the first place? So I don't want to keep condensing things to just a mask and everything. Like, we got to be able to look from a fucking bird's eye point of view of what's going on today. You have to know what side you're on, y'all. That DM I just read, there is no gray area. She's right. There is no gray area. This shit is black as white as fuck. Either you gonna fight for your individuality Either you're going to get with the age of Aquarius. And this is another thing. It's probably the last thing I'm going to just leave y'all with. We in the age of Aquarius. The powers that be, once again, they know how to, they know what they don't they don't place no rituals on us without using their energies. They know when to do certain things. They know when to post, they know how to work with gematria, numerology. They know what to use certain numbers on your TV screen to trigger you. They know how to do everything as far as working with the energies. They've been doing this. How you think they've been running this corporation for so long? This is spiritual. It's not just because they're smart and intelligent. No, they're dealing with spirituality. So, and we're supposed to be helping share that within our community so we could start fighting the fight up there. The fight ain't supposed to be fought physically. The protesting can only do so much. We need to fight this shit spiritually. So, somebody said, what's the name? We in the age of Aquarius, y'all. I've been harping that, that Uranus energy. We got Saturn that rules Aquarius that deal with reality, right? And then we got that Uranus energy that co-rules Aquarius that deals with change, right? Rebellion, opposition, originality, what makes you unique, what cultivates what's unique about you. So we all have a Uranus in the house, and whatever house you have Uranus in, that's where we're experiencing this, right? This is where we experience a lot of transformations in places to help us understand how to be an individual, right? Aquarius, they already naturally got the Aquarius sun, moon, risings. Saturn and Aquarius generation to a degree, they already kind of have this. We already kind of had this energy, right? But they've used this energy to have us directed in the wrong way. Look at the male and look at the friction between males and females today. Look at the friction between us today. So you can go on YouTube today, whether you're watching a man from the red pill community, or the men go their own way community, or a woman from the feminist community. And people have to look from a point of view like, okay, we could all have our individual perspective about relationships, but there's an overall friction. Because everybody's taking their individuality to an extreme in the age of Aquarius to the point that it's actually causing a whole bunch of fucking division. So sometimes I say a whole lot about quote unquote women today or whatnot, because I know how they've been trying to play on y'all to disconnect us from us in the first place. And from hip hop to so much other factors, you may not realize how disconnected y'all are from us. And it may not be easy to hear that shit sometimes. And I be trying to get on the men too. Like, all right, bro, don't take your bitterness and just throw it on a woman just because you feel a type of way. You got to learn how to come balanced with it. You got to learn how to, work on yourself to even make a woman feel like she got to raise her shit to a certain plate to be able to match our energy. But instead, we just blaming each other for shit. It's just so much division in the age of Aquarius. Everybody's so individual. We can't align with each other. You feel me? The more we divided, the more divided we stay, the easier we make it for these niggas. The more divided we are, it becomes, we make the chess game so easy for these niggas. This shit is chess, not checkers. All right. So I just wanted to jump on, emphasize a lot of that. Like, once again, some of y'all was saying in the comments, like, the energy's high this week, tonight. A lot of us is saying some of the same shit. Because that's what we dealing with. It's a new moon week, guys. So the rest of this month is a whole bunch of new shit, a bunch of new programs, a bunch of new fucking spirits coming to possess your ass. There's a bunch of new indoctrinations coming our way. There's a bunch of new fear tactics coming our way. And through all of that, can't nothing do nothing to a spirit that believes in himself. Through all of that shit that's about to be thrown at us, can't none of that touch a spirit that believes in themselves. Period. They could do whatever the fuck they want. And it's like Imani talking about the Matrix today. And for y'all that's consistent viewers, we've been talking about the Matrix since last week. We've been low-key talking about the Matrix for the past 2 weeks. It's no reason why we just subconsciously bringing it up, because that's a huge emphasis on what's going on today. Like, you got to be able to watch that movie with your third eye. You got to be able to watch everything with your third eye, period. If that shit is on the main screen, if it's in theaters, you not to be watching that shit from surface value. Watch everything with your third eye. Watch everything subconsciously. You feel me? So, you know, you got to save yourself, though. You got to save yourself, though. You got to save yourself, though. Okay? You got to save yourself. I know some of y'all have children. Y'all need to have some spiritual strength. Make the best decisions for your children. I know some of y'all work in certain careers. It's the age of Aquarius. It may be transformation time. It may be, let me save up some fucking money and start investing in myself time and trust that God is going to navigate me a certain way. Because he always will. Won't he do it? Won't he will? That's how y'all say it in church, right? Won't he will? So it was easy for a lot of our family predecessors, our grandparents, our great-grandparents. It was easy for them to shout that shit in church. It was easy for them to shout that shit in church. But now we got to really live that word. And we not even Christians. We not even Catholics. We got to really live that word. Y'all got to believe y'all got it in y'all. For real, for real. When you watch The Matrix and you see how discouraged Neo is, when you see how discouraged Neo is, when he fucking wakes up and see how many people are still asleep, that cannot be what discourages you. You got to just know, you got to look at that and be like, I'm actually fortunate to be awake right now. I'm actually glad I'm still not asleep in one of these pods. Don't be so discouraged for the rest of the world that's still asleep. You want your one soul that's getting closer to enlightening other souls to wake up, and you're helping your spiritual lineage, period. You're helping helping yourself to deal with your own personal karma here, period. Some of us is taking too much of a toll trying to spread the light. You just being you spreads the light, period. You just taking care of your own spiritual duties spread the light, period. How many times have y'all either detached from some of y'all friends because y'all had something to really work on that week, or y'all came to a point in your life where y'all started taking personal development very serious. You couldn't be around your friends because you started going to the gym more. What did that do? Your friends started being like, damn, what's the name? Don't even be, every time I call them, they at the gym. Or I tried to invite them for brunch, this, that, and the third, and when they came to brunch, like they didn't even order what they really be ordered because they on a diet. Or I see them on live talking about books they're reading and shit. What does that do to them? You're not forcing nobody to do anything, but you sparking a light in them by default. We all have spirit senses. So not everything has to be communicated. Not everything has to be communicated in a motherfucking like verbally. You feel me? We could set so much subconscious examples for each other. So this is why I have no choice but to preach so much about the frequency, vibration of detachment and solitude, because that's always going to get you closer to, where you need to be. I was just having a talk with somebody in the live right now. I ain't gonna shout their name out, put them on blast, but we was just having a talk about what the positives are to feeling lost. If you was already plugged in or dealing with certain indoctrinations, I don't even want to say dealing with certain indoctrinations, because some of y'all been woke, but y'all just been dealing with y'all got certain energies, y'all got certain natal energies, and y'all in certain environments where you may just happen to consider the opinions and thoughts and feelings of others before you do things personally. So I was just having a talk with somebody that's in this chat right now, and we were talking about, the positive energies of feeling lost in life. When you're feeling lost, you're actually in a very great space, because you're in a space where you realize the things that's been thrown on you ain't for you. That's step one. Thank you. Deprogramming it's a process. It's a process. You lose a lot of friends on this process. You lose your surroundings change. The way you look at some of your pleasures and desires, Your body still be a little connected to it, but your spirit is like, we don't need that shit no more. Now you got internal battles within you you're dealing with. Now you got spiritual withdrawals. You talk about physical withdrawals when you stop smoking, when you stop drinking, when you stop doing drugs. You got spiritual withdrawals now to deal with. So, you know, the more woke, the more enlightened, the more awareness you have, the more responsibility. You got to understand that too. You just being more aware doesn't come with, doesn't mean like you just Superman now, which in a way it is. This is why I love the Matrix, because I start to see how Neo starts doing shit he never fucking knew he could do. The more aware he got of himself. That's the major theme of the Matrix. That's pretty much the major theme of that movie, the series. This is why they purposely make him seem so la 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 in the beginning of the series, because that's how most of us start our motherfucking experience. Then once he started getting a spiritual push, then once Morpheus started forcing him to be more aware of things, and then you see how Morpheus believed in him, y'all can't watch that series and discard the amount of faith and belief Morpheus and Trinity have in Neo. There's so that alone in the series is showing you how powerful faith and belief is. There's many situations in the series that you like, how the fuck they about to get out this situation? And the solution was always faith and belief. Even when it comes to Trinity getting Neo back to life, she did some shit she didn't even know she could fucking do. I'm pretty sure if they spoke about that scenario, like, Neo, what if you just happen to die and one day she ain't know she could probably bring that nigga back to life, but in that moment she believed she could, and the nigga came back to life. So yeah, so where's our faith and belief at? Where is it at? Is it too lost into the physical realm? It's cool if you realize that. It's cool if it's all right. It's all right. It's all good. It starts with acknowledgement. All right? So, first step is to getting a little lost. You feel me? That's the first step, is getting a little lost, getting a bit detached. You know, experimenting, doing new things, taking more leaps of faith in yourself. We got a second half of Leo season on the way after this new moon. We're dealing with a whole personal self-evolution, guys. All right? Your Leo house been stimulated like a motherfucker this the past week and change. It's been stimulated like shit. Okay? All of us is going through some type of change or being forced to change in some type of way. All of us, especially coming into Leo season. A lot of us feel like a lot of us is in certain careers right now, and we haven't probably started planning or strategizing what we want to do, but we just feel like it's the end times. We just coming into work like, no, this can't be it. This ain't the end all be all. I just know in my spirit. I don't know what's next, but that's how this right snazzy star. There's a lesson in all things. There's a lesson in all things, in every single thing. The moment that you're able to ask yourself, what was the lesson in that? Whether it was up or down. People stop questioning what the lesson was when they up, and that's another problem. There's a lesson in that too. People got to learn not to be on their fucking high horse. You know how many of these astrologers, spiritualists, teachers, y'all follow these niggas. Y'all know how many of these spiritualists, teachers, healers, astrologers get on their high horse, start making more money doing what they're doing, and their whole shit change up. They not as righteous anymore. They take way more selfies and pics than giving out the knowledge. So there's a lesson in being on your fucking high horse too. You can't stay on your high horse forever. Life is about transformation. You're not going to be up there forever. You feel me? So as high as you get, you know there's going to be a fall. You got to prepare yourself for that too. But some motherfuckers think they about to be up there all day. Some motherfuckers go from being astrologers, teachers, to motherfucking models on their page after they hit a couple of 1,000 followers or whatnot. So even y'all got to be careful who y'all be paying attention to. And this is coming from a motherfucker that play around on his page a lot. I know I play around on my page a lot. I play around a whole lot on my fucking page. All right? That's my personality. But I know there's a percentage to how much I'm doing that shit. You know? So, guys, I hope y'all took something away from that. I know everybody's on their live right now saying some shit, connecting like, yeah, the vibes is strong as fuck this week. Okay? And more importantly, remember y'all, the moon is in Cancer. Wherever your heart is at, you have to be able to get aligned with that right now. The moon is in the heart center of the universe. This is why emotions may be very high. Maybe this is why just hearing this message or hearing another teacher talk right now, you might be asking yourself, damn, why am I getting so emotional listening to this? Like they're just saying good things. They're just trying to uplift me. I'm getting mad emotional right now. We in Cancer energies right now. And Cancer energy deals with upliftment. All right? Got that moon influence that deal with nurture and understanding. Got that Jupiter influence. Y'all know Jupiter deals with spiritual expansion. All right? So we're all being forced to do that in some type of shape or form. Be more wise with where we place our emotion at, where our emotional intent is at, to lead up until this new moon. All right, guys? So, love y'all. Peace. Y'all already know what it is, man. I'm going to tap in with y'all tomorrow.